Oh, wait, I'm on. Okay, hello everyone. I am Trevinton, known by T.A. Vinton in the academic space, and this is my presentation on why Herobrine is symbolic representation of pickles, among other things. First off, the name. Why is the creepypasta's name Herobrine? More of, why is the word brine in his name? I believe that the brine is meant to be about pickle brine. Specifically, the brine the original image shows him submerged in, which makes Herobrine a pickle. This leads to the obvious question: what does that say about the player character, a character who, no matter how much they may try, will always be just out of reach of the pickle? The obvious answer is that the character is an allegory of the myth of Tantalus. For those who don't know, in one version of the myth, Tantalus was the king Cyprus who tried to feed the Grecian gods his own son's flesh. The gods weren't too happy about this, so they made it so that no matter how much he tried, all food and water will always be just out of reach for him. In Minecraft, the fog is centered around the player. No matter how much we pursue the brine, the pickles, we can only ever see it just out of reach of us. But should we really feed the gods our own child's flesh? If not, then what crime did the player perpetrate? This will be answered later on. However, another interpretation of him is as a representation of mystery within a fog of obscurity, in which case our player is symbolic of humanity's inherent curiosity. This is even supported in the original post, where it says, "He didn't stay long. He quickly looked at me and ran into the fog. I pursued out of curiosity, but he was gone." See, curiosity. Anyways, that's my presentation on two interpretations of Herobrine. Thanks for watching. Remember, the pickle's great. However, that still leaves something unanswered. In the changelogs for almost each update up until 1.16.2 had the note removed Herobrine or some other form of such a message. This could just be a joke by the developers, or it could be about how they question what is happening, such as with how the new update changed the game is being cleared up. This will remove the mystery and subsequently remove Herobrine, and is even further supported with the fact that removed Herobrine is typically towards the bottom. After everything has been explained, they stopped. Okay, they stopped. The move to Herobrine stopped in the changelogs, straight up just until 1.20, where it was re-added. If we're going with this interpretation, there must be some other piece of information that they're not disclosing with us. So what? This leads straight into my Walmart insurgency theory. For those who don't know, which I'd assume will be all of you, the theory is that Walmart is planning to invade the US because there are thousands of locations across the US. The Walmart Corporation has revenue comparable to the US military, and they have more employees in the US than the US has active duty service members in all. And so it's just that they have a pretty good chance as a corporation of beating them. Also, just a side note, I want to say that the CEO of Walmart is named Doug McMillian. What does this have to do with Minecraft? You may also be asking right now. So I said Doug McMillian. Okay. Well, Mojang has partnered with Walmart to create their own server called Skywars in this one article by GameRant that I found. Called Skyward, which it even has tons of merchandise within the Walmart supercenters. One of the biggest problems with my insurgency theory is how is Walmart going to actually get their underpaid employees to invade? One of the biggest possible answers for Walmart to this question is propaganda. But if there's all of this propaganda for the employees, then where is it? I believe this is the source. Minecraft servers and merchandise with Walmart must be containing subliminal messages and propagandas for Walmart's plan to work. That's what Mojang was hiding from us. This means that Mojang was in on the plan, but now perhaps they're trying to warn us, giving us hints such as the removed Herobrine and probably other ones that I haven't found to give some hindsight. Perhaps for the insurgency, perhaps there's some contract for the plan to design changed their mind and now can't do anything about. So what can we do? What can we do about the invasion of the Herobrine fog for obscurity and propaganda created by Herobrine and Mammoth's fog machine things will hide what is true and what is not. Well, as the old adage once said, war is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. Ergo, the pickle strength, the only way to live is in ignorance. You must worship the pickle for your own good. Please worship the pickle.